The veil was torn from top to bottom. It was not a man-made event. It was a cosmic, sovereign God event, that he's the one who tore the veil, that he's the one who intervened. He's the one who came in and gave up his son. He's the one who brought salvation to the world. The source of the veil being torn was not man but God. And it's such a beautiful thing that we see in this very small detail, that through the death of his son, God is speaking loudly and clearly to the world. And he's speaking with great power and authority. Jesus himself in Luke 19:40 says that even the rocks would cry out to declare who he is. And in this moment, when it's easy to imagine that Jesus on the cross, alone, only with the Father, it's easy again to imagine that there's no one in sight to worship him or to stand there at his side. And yet, what does God do? He does the thing that Jesus said would happen if there was no one around to worship him. The rocks begin to quake. The world goes dark. Things begin to happen because God is speaking, saying, "This is my son." What a beautiful thing. But then we begin to see some more responses. We begin to see more responses. We see God respond through these events that happen throughout the world. By the way, there's even historical record of certain parts of the world that went dark at this time. There's things that attest to those kinds of events in this time. The second group of people that we see respond is the Romans, Gentile people. Look at verse 54. When the centurion and those who were with him, keeping watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and what took place, they were filled with awe and said, "Truly, this was the Son of God." Remember a minute ago, I told you to keep verse 36 in your mind? This is the same group of people. I think the language is intentional here for Matthew to write, those who were with him keeping watch over Jesus. Verse 36, what's it say? They sat down and they kept watch over him there. This isn't some fringe group of Romans who just kind of heard the news. These are the men who were, whatever they were doing, sat at the foot of the cross and murdered Jesus, whose response is recorded next, but Gentile people. Matthew, as we've been through Matthew over this last little while, Matthew loves Gentile response to Jesus as the Messiah. He includes it over and over again. I said this last week, that really boring family genealogy in Matthew chapter 1 that we all skip over in our Bible reading plan?